Fuck you, miss.
Yeah, summer heights high. It was fucking brilliant.
Right.
Summer high. What else did he say, Jack?
He said he's a ringer. He's a ringer, miss. About a redhead.
Because he's an orangutan.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, miss.
Oh, fuck you, miss.
I didn't say. It's the kind of thing kids would say.
Yeah.
I didn't say fuck you. I said fuck you, miss.
Fuck you, miss.
And did they get rid of it? Did they cancel it? Jesus, here we go.
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. Can we still watch it?
Yeah, of course.
Do they go
This show is sponsored by Lucasade. It's not very good for you, but it certainly raises your mood by a good 2%. Lucasade. Perfect for the alcoholic. Imagine if I was sponsored by Lucasade.
Yeah, Lucasade. You can come to us and sponsor us.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
You fucking orangutans.
Nice.
Okay, so what's the story? Oh yeah, is that ready? The smoke machine.
Yeah, it's got the green.
It's got the green light.
Yeah.
Go on, so press it, Jack. Just press it. So you know. Go on. Okay.
Podcast starring David McSavage and Hannah Andrews. Woo!
Why is your name not Hannah McSavage?
Because I'm not married to you.
Okay, so welcome to And That's Why We're Not Together. Can you actually see us through the smoke?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
What do you mean, sort of?
Yeah, no, I can see you. Yeah.
It gives a really nice atmosphere.
Yeah, we
actually,
are creating an atmosphere. The beginning of the world. Welcome to Ireland. By the way,
Big bang.
What's the date today?
It's 13th.
Friday
of
the 13th.
January
Oh, that's
and
right.
Friday.
So it's a perfect, atmospheric, scary Friday the 13th. But I have to say, these past few days have been really fucking miserable, very dark, windy. Like I remember when I used to do street shows, you could never do them when it was windy because nobody had any, you try to gather an audience, but the wind would sort of blow the focus away. It's just the minute you go outside, it's like there is an entity just fucking sapping your energy. And
Because there are entities.
oh, here we go.
And they do sap your energy.
Well, definitely there are certain types of people who, if you spend more than a few seconds with them, you feel diminished, less than, as
Yeah,
if they've
see?
sucked their blood. Energy vampires.
Yes.
Platitude type of people. You know, the kind of people that say, you sure you couldn't make it up? You couldn't make it up. It's funny because I was talking to my mate, Marie Jose, French actor, I think nominated.
I'm just wondering, why cannot you call actress an actress anymore? Just
Well,
why
I never.
do you have to?
Well, what's the because they're all acting. So do you need to specify the? How do you refer to gender nowadays or sex?
I don't know, but like I thought
I don't know.
that
How do you just?
if you know that that's a woman, you just say actress.
Yeah, but you still
you can't say actress.
You still
anymore.
get best actress at the Oscars, So
should be
it's-
best actor. I'm
So
trying to be. I'm trying to be progressive. I'm trying to
know.
catch
If
up.
it was best actor, men would only win.
No, but then they
Okay,
would
can I
say
just say that's my son Jack, and listen, folks, he's a very beautiful man, and that was a joke. Sometimes we say the exact opposite of what we mean, and that's what's funny about it. Sometimes we need to use hate speech to make fun of hate speech. Although even the phrase hate speech is a bit strong. Hate.
that
hate.
wasn't a hate speech.
I know, but I mean hate.
It was a jokey speech.
I
There
know,
was
but
just
saying that.
frivolous adolescent.
Yeah, but if we have to break it down nowadays,
But now
if you say that
the
the
joke
only,
is gone with the wind because you deconstructed it. to
I
the
know you
point.
totally. If you start, if you,
it's dissected.
oh my God, I couldn't agree with you more. I actually had to. I fucked up. I was trying to explain a joke there the other day in Top Secret. Literally, when I was in Tokyo as a street performer, this is 1992, there was one particular guy from the Yakuza, and he fucking hated me. And he'd come down to I used to play in the underground station. And I never, because I couldn't speak Japanese. Ikebukuro. And this guy, nandayo bakayoro, means like, what the fuck, you stupid bastard, in Japanese, right? And he'd be looking at me, nandayo bakayoro, whatever, screaming at me. And literally a year later, I was in Edinburgh, and there was like, guys on heroin hanging around on the pitch that I was playing as a street performer, and a guy was talking, you fucking order, and to me he sounded very like that particular guy from the Yakuza who hated me, and how similar those accents were. And so just the spectrum of just the accent changing from is very funny, but the point is, you can't really do accents now. Well, you can do an Australian. There's certain accents you can do as a cis white. I'm trying to be progressive, Jack. Daniel, what am I? Cis white male.
But I just wonder why.
Could you actually pay the fuck attention, Jack? Because we're doing a podcast. I can't talk to my son like that.
Listen, I was just wondering, why didn't you introduce Jack and Daniel? Because
they were doing their own introduction. Well, they're not.
We're in the background.
They're in the background.
Yeah, but okay.
Like David, it's all about David,
Okay, I'm on a sidekick.
It's all about you and David.
No, it's all about David, and I'm just filling in a bit of air.
No, it's not all about. I'm just getting my. I'm just. Will you introduce your sons, Jack and Daniel? I'm just getting my vape. Introduce Jack and Daniel, Hannah.
I'm not sure if I can.
What do you mean you're not sure if you can?
Okay, and on the sound.
Where were we? Fuck me in the fucking face. Where were we, guys? What were we talking about?
We were talking about the a joke being deconstructed and losing its power.
The light. Sorry, folks. I just had to temporarily stop the podcast because the studio light turned off for some fucking reason.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, that could be it. Yeah. Jack is, in the absence of anything happening, Jack is, putting atmosphere. Yeah, I think enough with the smoke machine, Jack. Yes, so I was in that club, and I tried to explain the joke, and that I'm holding up a mirror to what my experience was. And so I see this Japanese guy and the guy from Scotland, and how close but it totally fucked up the joke. So you're right. If you have to deconstruct or explain, what were you saying?
Yeah, if you dissect the joke before you tell the joke,
you're
and
fucked.
Deconstruct,
and you just hope that people, people have the wisdom. But there are, I was saying this. It's like, I think young people, when you're going out into the world, you need to find adversity. It's like part of being human, to find things to kick against, to struggle against. And so if things are good, which they kind of pretty much are in this part of the world, people need to find stuff to fucking freak out about. And, some of the stuff that they're freaking out about and getting angry with, it kind of isn't worth getting angry over. Oh, God, I don't even want to go down this fucking road.
Okay.
Okay, let's introduce a new part of the show. We're going to call it Release the Cage, where my son...
It's Open the Cage.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is a new part of the show. It's called Open the Cage, and it really is about Daniel's obsession, when he was younger, with Nicolas Cage. So here we have Open the Cage with Daniel. It's a bit sort of trivia, an item of trivia about Nicolas Cage.
Hi, yeah. So, little known fact about Nicolas Cage: he has two sons, and one of his sons, he had that son with a woman called Alice Kim, and his name
Alice Kim.
Yeah, and his
Alice Kim.
Yeah. Alice Kim. Yeah, and the son.
I don't know Alice Kim.
No.
The son's name is Kal-El, after Superman. That's Superman's real name. And so and then at one stage Nicolas Cage was meant to
Okay,
star.
well, no, that's okay. I would just need one item.
Okay.
The fact is that one of his kids is called Kal-El,
Okay.
which is is actual name of somebody in Superman, was it?
Yeah, it's the name is Superman's real
actor.
name.
Or was he going to play anyway?
Yeah, he was gonna. Nicolas Cage wasn't meant to.
Don't cut the wings.
Yeah, it's kind of shit now. I don't know.
Because
Didn't
you
really
have
work.
to let people say, like they cannot say stuff over 1 second. You have to give them few minutes. Like there's no one sentence can explain. Because like people don't know Nicolas Cage. They know, but then the story cannot be confined in one sentence, David.
So I'm just thinking on behalf of the audience. Like I'm so mindful as a performer. Like you just have to get to the point.
Yeah, but this is not like this is a podcast.
Okay,
It's
sorry,
not
Daniel.
throwing jokes.
Sorry, Daniel.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the tattoo as a temporary. Don't cut my wings.
Sometimes you need to get your wings cut, Hannah,
Okay.
because you're flying in the wrong direction.
Okay. Sometimes it's good to fly in the wrong
I
direction.
wonder for what reason did he call his son Kal-El?
Well, he was meant to play Superman in a Tim Burton film.
Do you think he did that around the time he was auditioning for that film and kind of named his son to and then he didn't get the film, it didn't go ahead, and it was too fucking late?
Yeah, I think he
Well, Cal's not a bad name, is it?
yeah, it's
Oh.
alright.
Hey, listen. I have a story because my son Jack, our son Jack, is called Jack because you always want to have a brother called Jack, not Barry, because somebody else had a cool brother called Jack, and that's why Jack
Oh,
is
that's
called Jack. But now when I saw this series called Borgias, and there's a character called Cesare, and Jack is lucky that he's not just born now because he would bear the name Cesare. I'm not sure if he would love it, but I
didn't say.
Yeah, that's the reason.
No, but I didn't say because I wanted my brother to be called Jack. I just remembered a mate of mine, I think his name is Francis, and his brother was Jack, and he just looked cool, little Jack.
And that's why you wanted Jack to be called Jack, because I thought, oh, sorry, Jack, didn't mind that you were supposed to be Zoe.
Oh yeah. It was disappointing that I was Jack and not Zoe, right?
No, it was disappointed to David, not to me.
Okay, thank you, Daniel, for Open the Cage. Next week,
We're gonna have to cut it out. It didn't work.
It did. No, that's because
I
I was.
think
It
it's
didn't
cool.
work. It didn't work. Yeah, you don't deserve my input.
Okay, Daniel, you are being defensive because I did try and get you to hurry along, and I fucked it up. I was like your heckler.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
we're all figuring out.
That's adversity, Daniel.
That's adversity.
It's
you
good
have to.
for us.
It's good.
So you see, I've been with Dad for 30 years.
Look, Daniel, forgive me. We'll do Open the Cage next week.
Sure.
No, Daniel, don't fuck around. Are you serious? Like, I mean, what?
What?
Come on the microphone. Talk to me, Terry.
What? Like
What? It was fine. It was good.
yeah, but it didn't work. I don't know.
It did fucking work. The point of it is, it's so kind of irrelevant. That's what's funny about it. These trivial bits of information about Nicolas Cage. Don't start fucking losing the will to live just because one bit. That's where I live, Daniel.
Yeah, well, that was like my only bit. So
What do you mean that was your only bit?
yeah, well, like that was my little input, and then now it's like you talked over it.
I did, yeah, I did talk over it.
Okay, well,
I fucked up.
Okay, well then there you go.
Okay, do you know what we might? Do you know what we'll do? We'll do a clean version of it. Let's do take 2, and I might cut all that shit out because it makes me look like a fucker. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
No. Look, we'll do it later.
No,
we'll do it some other time.
No,
It's
all you have to do is say about the Kal-El.
yeah, I don't
I
know.
think-
I can't get it in my head to articulate it properly.
Doesn't matter.
now.
Don't articulate.
Daniel, I think
Articulate
you
any.
do it really well.
Yeah, don't worry.
And you're
Articulate.
very eloquent.
Either whatever way you do it is perfect. Just
Could I just say to everyone, just stop thinking about if it's going to be good or if it works, just do it and don't be stressed out.
Yeah,
Just
I couldn't agree more because
everyone chill the fuck out, you know? We're just
Yeah.
talking. It doesn't fucking matter. You
Sure.
know, relax. You know, don't try to hurry shit along. Don't
Yeah.
tell people that they're cutting people's wings or they're being this way, that way. It's all on the camera. It's all on the mic.
okay,
Just fucking do it. You know?
so good. He's so right.
And
And the
it's-
point is, we're doing it. We're going to do it just to take two, just for a matter of interest. Okay, do an intro for.
I personally think this was all great content, you know.
Okay.
do you think people like to see people just like a bit of a conflict and argue?
Yeah, you know, it's real. You know, this is a family podcast and families, you know, they argue, but you know, it's okay.
Yeah,
'Cause, you know-
yeah. But we always have to. We have to have an agreement that no matter how we argue, we go to a point after argument that we don't begrudge and resent and hold back. This is-
Strength and honor.
yeah, strength and honor. Okay.
Roma Victor.
Yeah, because we all victorious. You know, doesn't matter who says what. We all, you know, this is
Spore.
yeah.
Okay.
Agree, Daniel?
My name is
Yeah,
Decimus.
sure.
My name is Decimus Maximus Aurelius.
And my name is.
Daniel, listen.
Like he's. Why are
I
you
know.
explaining him?
I know,
more?
but listen. I'm just just moving things. So it's fine. Okay. Okay, conspiracy corner. Come on.
Conspiracy corner.
And then we go back to unleash. I think unleash the cage is good.
It's called open the fucking cage.
Why,
Daniel.
What does it mean unleash the cage?
Oh,
Can you
fuck
say
me.
it?
How can you unleash a cage? A cage can't be unleashed. You open a cage and Nicolas Cage trivia comes out of the fucking cage. Okay, I wonder
think-
what's his other kid's name?
Like Marcus.
Marcus Aurelius?
Okay,
What's he-
thank you, Daniel. Open the cage. Come on, Jack, get on the fucking thing.
What, are you going to applause twice?
Yeah.
right?
I don't know. Let's open the
after.
cage.
Oh, open the cage.
Man, you-
Is there a sound? For
Well, we'll have to get a intro music for open the fucking cage.
Oh,
We're trying to do irregular bits on the.
You know, I think a good intro music for Open the Cage is when Nicolas Cage in that movie starts going A, B, C, D, E. You know
Oh
that?
yeah. What is that? Actually, I'll take a note of that. What is he?
Just say Nicolas Cage, A, B, C, D, and...
It's called Vampire's Kiss, the movie.
Oh, sorry.
oh my God.
I'm a vampire!
Well, what does he do? He goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, A, B, C.
He like goes throughout the whole alphabet. Yeah.
Alphabet. That's not numbers, they're letters.
It's like everyone at home should watch
it just
this.
shows that David did not do his leaving cert.
Go on. What's that about, Hannah?
I don't know. David didn't finish his secondary school. He failed his leaving cert. It's not like I'm telling a secret.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it. It's like a trivia about you.
Nobody gives a shit. Nicolas Cage, ABC. What is it? Cage. Oh, fuck's sake, Jack, you should be doing this.
What do you want me to look up?
ABC. What does he do? Oh yeah, Nicolas.
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'm saying for you to look it up for later.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, you didn't say you want to do it right.
Yeah.
You just put it in the right file, according to alphabetical order. You know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Huh? That's all you have to do.
When a middle-aged bloke starts showing you a video and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Okay, sorry. Just I want to get A, B, C, D. Okay.
Yeah, but for the intro, you know, it's just
Okay. Yes, we will get the intro sorted out. Okay.
Jesus
Sorry. Okay. And
Christ.
I liked it when the middle-aged man starts showing you a video on the podcast, and instead of showing to the camera, he puts the microphone and a speaker to the microphone,
so Hannah,
and they think
So
they
you-
can see it.
God, that smoke machine is making my eyes sting.
Oh, it's funny. It doesn't really influence my eyes.
Hannah, so your boyfriend possibly has broken it up with you because he found out that you and I were hanging out in London together.
Yeah. So, funny enough, men are very jealous. They can't cope with a woman's previous relationship, and maybe they just jealous because they don't have a good relationship with their ex-spouses and girlfriends, and they just can't.
But I think at our age, if you're going to get into a relationship with someone, you know, you have to know, like, we're not teenagers, we're not young kids. Like, we've had a life experience. We have people in our lives. I mean, you and me. Well, you know, it can be like I was going out with a girl there recently, and I was trying to explain to her, wait, your ex-wife is with you in London, yeah, and where is she? Was she staying in the same? She's staying in the same house. I said, where is she sleeping? Well, she's sleeping in a different room. And since you've broken up, we've never got together, right? And you hang out together all the. So I think to potential new romantic partners, it is a bit weird maybe that we hang out as much as we do.
But every woman I talk to has never problem with this.
Right.
It's only men.
Yeah.
I think because they are more possessive.
Well, if I knew there was if it was completely platonic, then I wouldn't have a problem with it. So I think your man is just using it as a distraction. I think if you're really into someone,
it's playing
I think he's
power. It's a
well, no, I
power
don't think he's
play.
that into you.
Oh. But also, even if he's not into to me.
No, but if he can be, he's not. He's just maybe he's trying to let you down gracefully, and he's just saying, "Well, no, I can't hang out with you because you're hanging out with your ex-boyfriend." I mean, what are you, ex-husband?
It's really your personality.
It's my personality. Oh well.
But also, generally, if I'm jealous, Jesus, when I was going out with you, I told you. Did I talk about the jealous of a horse?
No.
Did I not tell you about that?
No.
When I was hanging out with Fiona.
Oh yeah, you did. But
Did I say it on this podcast?
No, I don't think so.
So when I was going out with my ex-girlfriend Fiona, and we went away on a weekend.
She was God, not a bene.
And we passed this field, and then this horse came up to Fiona and started sort of biting at her like clothing and pulling off her fucking coat. And I was kind of, you know, watching her interact with the horse, and you know, Fiona was like, "Oh my God, the horse!" You know, the horse was, and they were going on, you know, and then I was feeling all this kind of, I don't know, I was all confused.
Resentment.
And then
towards the
like on
horse.
my way home, I had a bit of a panic attack, and then I was jealous of a fucking horse. Like that's how fucked in the head I was around this girl Fiona. That you know, I mean that horse was no threat to our relationship. It wasn't like she was suddenly going to say, "I'm seeing a horse." She was walking down the road. She arrives.
Oh, I fancy that horse.
I fancy that horse. But it's crazy, man.
It is crazy.
Like
because
how code or is it not codependent? How I don't know. Possessive. So like, you know, the fact that he doesn't want to see you based on your past life relationships.
No, what I'm saying, like, does he expect me? What do you think? Does he expect me
What
to...
who thinks?
What everybody else thinks.
Well, they're not here. They can't give you...
Okay, but whenever they listen to it, just...
Is it appropriate for Daniel to jump in and say, what do you think, Daniel?
Well, no, I'm not asking Daniel or
does Daniel have an opinion about it?
I still haven't finished what I was saying.
Go on. What?
Because what I was saying is that does he expect me to drop or give up everything I was doing up till now and change everything so it suits him? Or should I not see other people? And who's going to decide what men or male friends am I allowed to see?
It drives you demented. If your whole vision romantically, or if your whole attention has to be, you know, directed specifically to one person, I think it does not suit most people. It would drive you demented if all my attention has to be on one person. Like, 'cause I'm looking around all the time.
Yes, I know. You walk with me and you're checking everyone else.
Well, no,
You're scanning the world. You're just like this camera, just scanning everything.
Did you
want to say?
Did you want to
for a second?
Did you
something more interesting? like a good-looking bottom, or bigger breasts, or longer hair, but a smile. But we all do it, though. We all do it. So you just
In front of my children. for
admit.
God's sake. Daniel, did you want to give Hannah some relationship advice as regards this boyfriend who's potentially dropping her because she has a relationship with her ex-husband?
I don't think Daniel is.
I'm
qualified.
asking Daniel.
No, I don't even want to. No.
Well,
You're saying it in front of
well,
Daniel.
I think for me anyway, like I know sometimes, I mean, it may be a little lonelier, but it's easier being single because you can do what you want. You know.
It's true.
So true. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean that is the benefit. Like in other words, like when you're single, the lack of drama versus a relationship. You know what I mean? You just sit there on your own. I mean, it's and there's no hassle. There's no,
But I do believe that you can have a relationship without drama, because like with this guy, it was okay until he found out that I'm hanging around with you, and then all of a sudden it's drama, and all of a sudden there's.
because I'm the silverback gorilla, and he was threatened by me. Jack, what do you think?
I mean, I always think it's an exercise to put yourself in the shoes of someone else.
Very good.
Yeah. So my question to you is
Question 2,
to you.
Hannah.
Okay. No, my question to David.
David?
So, yeah.
Oh.
My question to David. Right. So say, you were going out with a woman whose ex-husband was, let's say, David O'Doherty,
Okay, very good.
and she was really, like
Well, first of all, I wouldn't like that. No,
she was really good
I would not go.
good friends with him.
I
you know?
would not go out with a woman who's had sex with David O'Doherty. It's just not going to happen.
So,
even
so
though she would be like a Miss Universe.
yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
I'm going out with a girl that was an
yeah.
ex-girlfriend of
And
David
she's
O'Doherty, right?
like you're really attracted to her. She
Right,
was
okay.
a Miss Universe. She's
Right.
funny.
Gotcha,
She's entertaining.
gotcha.
She's like overshadowing you. You're looking up to her.
But
Okay,
but wait. No matter how much you can make her laugh, you can't make her laugh as much as David O'Doherty did.
Oh, Jackie Jack.
So how would you like that if she hang out with him a lot and she's on the phone to him and it's all
Oh, it is. No.
platonic?
Well, I'll tell you something. Look, honestly, it's one thing you're hanging out with your ex, and you know that there is no potential for that ex hooking up with your girlfriend. If you know that. But I've gone out with women who they hang around with guys, the same guy all the fucking time. What a bunch of bullshit. And the guy, I'm just a friend, and you're not just a fucking friend. You're
So
you're
you
in a
decide.
you're in a holding pattern, just waiting for her to be all fucking vulnerable and on the rebound. Do you know what I'm saying? So in other words, to those guys, hey motherfucker,
just
can I hang around with your fucking girlfriend now? You fucking shithead. Okay. So, but I'm not that guy. We have, it's like a brother and sister.
Yeah, that's so
And
true.
a very close. And
That's so fucking weird.
well, no, but relationships change and over the years.
yeah,
They do.
yeah, like we almost have a new relationship which started a few years after we broke up.
Yeah.
We like grew new flowers and new shrubs. Okay?
Daniel,
And
open the cage. No, but you're right, Daniel. It's funny, like what you basically like. So we started this. So we're trying to come up with different reoccurring bits within this podcast. One of them is open the cage. Second one is conspiracy corner but when you're giving birth to a new bit or a new idea, you can't shut it down. You have to give it
before it grows.
Yeah, but you have to give it a chance, let it breathe. So I apologize, Daniel, for clipping that before it had a chance. So we're going to do it again next week.
Can we
Jack,
try-
Conspiracy Corner. We have to come up with an intro for Conspiracy Corner.
We're doing Conspiracy Corner. Right,
Yeah.
I'll do a Conspiracy Corner intro. Welcome to Conspiracy Corner.
Nice.
Okay, Conspiracy Corner.
Well, I'd like to introduce Conspiracy Corner with a little monologue, or no, a little idea to bring to the table.
Daniel said, "How come there are no Irish left?" What did you say?
Oh yeah, no, I just said there's no Irish people left in Ireland. Yeah.
Or I thought you said there were no Irish people left. That sounds a bit dodgy. What you just said.
What did he say?
No, it just sounds like there's no Irish people in Ireland anymore. That's not how you meant it, though.
I kind of I when I was thinking of that, I was thinking that it's like
No, because
fake Irish people or something, like the Qatari fans, like, you know.
Huh?
That's like as if we're living in a simulation,
Oh,
that there's no such thing as real Irish people or something, is it?
Oh, I don't know. Like maybe like Irish people are like separating from each other and then like mixing in with different cultural groups. So like there's like different groups of people, but like it's all mixed together. And
which is a good thing.
yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, yeah. But it's just like
Yeah.
maybe eventually Ireland they will know. There won't
Yeah,
be any-
I'd say, yeah.
there won't be
Well,
any
you
Irish
know,
people.
don't be too, like,
Don't be too what?
too cautious, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Because-
you're Polish,
I'm Polish, yeah.
so our children are Polish, Irish.
Yeah, so they're not Irish anymore.
Yeah.
You see, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
You know, there's actually, let's say, they say there won't be any
I never
blonde
think of
Polish
I
girl.
never think of my sons as what?
There, you know, like, because there's mixing going on, and let's say the archetype, a Polish woman would be a blonde hair, blue eyes,
Yes.
and there's none of them left anymore because of mixing.
Well, yeah, I don't
I
know.
don't-
Very
can we
few.
can we not talk about this?
But the thing about you know, if you look at history, there's no such thing as a person from a country. You know, the idea that a country is
The
a country
tribe.
is kind of a ridiculous thing, because you know the land is there and it's constantly moving, different kingdoms, empires, whatever happened. You know, a lot of English people, they're Danish really, because there was a lot of Danish settlers when the Vikings came. You know, Danish people mixed with English people, so they were Anglo-Saxon, and then they mixed with Danish people, so they're not only now only fully Anglo-Saxon, and then some people migrate here, some people migrate there. So the idea of nationality and nationalism, it was quite a modern idea, born in like Western Europe in like the 1800s or something, 1600s.
Hannah.
You know,
I
amongst
think so.
like ordinary
because
people.
before there were tribes.
Jack, okay, Conspiracy Corner.
Finally. Well, I would just like to introduce the Conspiracy Corner by asking the question, what is a conspiracy theory? Because this is a really hot button topic at the moment. That
You mean, when did the phrase conspiracy theory come into existence?
yes, so
Around the time of Jack Kennedy's assassination.
yeah, exactly. And certain philosophers at that time kind of brought it up. But the idea that is held now by a lot of people, that conspiracy theorists, people who are into conspiracy theories, are crazy and delusional. And indeed, a lot of conspiracy theories, they are a bit on the wild side, crazy, delusional. But the idea that people do not conspire is, to me, something that is completely false, because people have been conspiring.
They have their cliques and their little
mean-
backroom deals going on and little agreements, and
I mean, if you look through history, like,
that's what we mean by conspire.
yeah, like a Guy Fawkes, you know,
Guy Fawkes.
Guy Fawkes,
Hey Guy Fawkes.
Guy Fawkes,
No,
this
Guy-
Guy Fawkes,
This Guy Fawkes. No, Guy Fawkes.
Guy Fawkes, you know.
Okay,
that
yes.
was a conspiracy, you know,
Yeah.
back then. And there's literature about conspiracy, like Machiavellianism.
Yeah.
You know, the idea of kind of
Of being underhanded and having a plan that you're
Yeah.
hiding from everybody.
yeah. So
I know a lot of Machiavellian type of people.
yeah.
I know them. And they don't. It's funny
But
though. Some
also,
people.
We are fed only partial information nowadays.
Okay, but go on, Jack.
But yeah, I mean, I was just bringing up that idea that nowadays it seems like certain people believe that people conspire and certain people believe that they don't conspire, you know? That generally people don't conspire. But when you look at your day-to-day personal experiences and you look at how people with tiny positions of power treat people under them,
Oh, so
like
true.
a boss, you
Yes.
know? They treat them like shit because
Yeah.
they got that little piece of power. Even like the person like on a, you know, like it could be anything, like
in a spar shop.
yeah, in a spar shop, or you know, a parking enforcer or something,
Not that spar shop is the lowest form of working.
No.
or a policeman, you know.
A
That's
police,
that's
a-
the, that's
and
the
yeah,
easy,
they.
that's the easiest
Yeah, yeah.
way to go. And by the way, nothing too much against police, but
Oh, Gardaí.
but you
I
know,
love
you
Irish Gardaís.
you
Why-
see a lot
you
of
love Irish Gardaí.
I do. I think they.
Okay, but, yeah, you're into uniform. Come on, Jack. I'm
I'm
so sorry,
not.
lady. In front, yeah.
But yeah, you know, you see, they've got power. You know, policemen have power, but not a lot of power, but
yeah.
a bit of power. And
Under,
some of them,
under Section 8 of the I was bullied at school and now it's my turn act.
yeah, but you know, it feels good to belittle other people, and it feels good to exercise your power and will over other people to certain people.
Oh, it's so true. I think people are also in denial of it. Like I'm very much like, there's certain people that will have done stuff to me. There was this actor, and he threw a little temper tantrum. Actually, this was at the time I was doing what's Martin
Pillow
McDonagh's
Man.
Pillow Man.
Is
and-
that stories?
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't. It was another guy. But yeah, I think you know, when someone takes away or attacks your, it's hard to quantify power or something. You know. So if you don't stand up for yourself, well, I did. Even though I did stand up for myself, but still. But if you don't stand up for yourself, and then you go and it can, you know, in your quiet moments for years later, you know, it can, you know, come back to you like, I should have said this, could have said, shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda. And so sometimes, I mean, it is very important for your sense of well-being to fucking at
Have
certain times.
boundaries.
Well, just have boundary. But of course, yeah. But when you're older, just to really say no, fuck off.
And also, you have
Fuck
to
off.
learn to say no. Well, I mean, I had to learn to say no to you.
Jesus.
Well, you know, like, there's nothing wrong. It's up to me to say no.
Yeah.
And, you know, you just spotted opportunity and you take it. So, you know, you just make your life easy.
Yeah.
I have to make my life easy as well and learn to say no. You know, as a lot of other people, you know, people pleasers, no good idea.
Conspiracy Corner. Thank you, Jack.
But what was, well, I'm sorry, but what is a conspiracy?
Well, that was the conspiracy. No, I think it was very. It was getting into the idea of an actual conspiracy, and that they
Okay.
can't. They.
Just an
So,
introduction.
in other words, some people don't think people some people are very anti. Like I'm not a big fan of conspiracy theories because I tend to think whatever people are, if people are trying to get one over on people or take, like, it's quite obvious. It's all in plain sight. Like you know, big pharma or government or whatever, or Apple or Microsoft or whatever whatever's going on, Russia, NATO. Oh God, I'm just actually. You see, I'm not educated enough to talk about this stuff. You know, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Would you like to hear a lighthearted conspiracy theory?
Okay, go on.
You know, well, I think, you know, just as I'm getting this up, what you're talking about. I mean, I think it doesn't not help to question things and seek your own answers, but just know that whenever you're reading information, that every piece of information comes from a point of bias. So take everything with a grain of salt. So, you know, don't be overly this way or that way. Be
Yes.
somewhere. Try to find yourself somewhere in the middle,
Yeah.
where you know, take on different points of views. But anyway, this conspiracy is that Canada tried to develop gaydar. So
You mean the ability to? Okay, go on.
the Canada government was so paranoid about homosexuality that it developed a gaydar machine.
What do you mean?
But
When was this?
recently?
No.
In the 1960s, the government hired a university professor to develop a way to detect homosexuality in federal employees. He came up with a machine that measured pupil dilation in response to same-sex erotic imagery. The Canadian government used it to exclude or fire more than 400 men from civil service, the military, and the Mounties.
But I wonder if your pupils could dilate even if you were heterosexual looking at it, like kind of like what? You know?
Yeah, imagine all the guys who weren't gay and they're thinking, shit.
Yeah, I'm officially gay.
You know,
Did
because
my government say so?
you could go further in that conspiracy theory and say they were trying to no, probably not. But no. Forget about that. That's, you go too deep on conspiracy theory.
Reverse. But it is funny, irrespective of gaydar or just some people are very easy to read. Like there are certain people I know that they think their intentions aren't completely obvious, and they also think it's not they think they're better than you, they know they're better than you, and they talk in a way, and it is quite fucking amusing to see the way certain people.
Is the do you call it confidence or is
No,
arrogance?
it's arrogance, smugness, or this kind of self-belief, but I think it's confidence, but misplaced.
Okay.
In fact, confidence.
Because confidence is good.
Yeah, but it also confidence, as in tricks so many people into believing that the person who's talking knows what they're talking about, or can be, or is reliable. Like confidence gets people a long way, and that's why you call it a con man, con woman, and people
I
think
need a bit of confidence.
people think it's a sign of intelligence, but
I
but
need
it's
that.
yeah, but it's shocking, and it is very easy. I'm always tricked by it, when people are so confident.
Yeah, because it seems like they
And then
know
they really
a
know,
lot.
and then you look at them, and they're just a fucking cardboard cutout of a person, and you think, "Fuck, how did that's something else." I don't know. I think that's maybe you're born with that or something.
Depends on your definition of what confidence is, because you could say confidence is the ability to be so comfortable with yourself that.
Well, what I'm saying is, a serial killer can be confident.
Yeah. Adolf Hitler, he was confident.
Serial killer is a psychopath. A
Yeah, but they
sociopath,
have to have a confidence.
But a confidence wouldn't be the first adjective you come with to describe a serial killer.
No. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It'd be like
Ted
a
Bundy.
10th or
Yeah, what can you
11th.
say about Ted Bundy? Well, he was confident.
He was confident killing people.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
That's quite funny.
So I was.
He never held back.
God almighty. So I was heading to a gig there yesterday, and the taxi man says, "See the street lights?" I said, "Yeah." You see the way they're darker. You see the yellow lights? That's your man. What's it? The Green Party guy.
What's his name?
Some
Eamon Ryan.
Eamon Ryan apparently has replaced bulbs with energy saving bulbs.
That's probably true. And,
But-
and
but-
also some streets are dark. They
Darker.
have darker, and some are really dark. They have no lights.
But surely you'd want the streets to be bright at night.
Well, you're saving the electricity. So
But can't you get energy saver bulbs that are as
Yeah, but
bright as the
maybe it's
previous ones?
Not enough.
That's why they're energy savers, because they're bulbs that are bright, but they're made in a way that.
Like I have the conspiracy corner. All this.
How much money?
EV cars, how they run, and how we're starting to be indoctrinated. That's the solution.
Electric vehicles.
Yeah, electric vehicles, and that's the solution for our, energy crisis. It's bullshit. Let's explore it and see how energy efficient it is. And a lot of, especially corporation, they get this green, neutrally, what do they call it? Energy, Jack. What do they call
I can't afford a fucking electric vehicle. Okay.
I know, but
I can't even afford an electric bike. So
And then let's find out how much electricity, taken not
Daniel,
green
is this
electricity.
Daniel? Is this conversation boring? Because it feels boring.
It feels boring.
Daniel,
I'm just suggesting
what?
a topic.
Jack,
Yes.
could you? It is boring.
No, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Well, we just have to get the knowledge.
Can we take a break so I can have a bathroom break?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
I thought that you
We'll
want
stop
to have a
recording now.
bath.
What are you doing, Hannah?
I'm just,
Hannah, we're doing a podcast.
Okay,
But what were you doing there?
I was just looking at some stuff.
Hannah, like if you were doing an interview on TV and then, you're looking at your
But
phone.
like, I don't know.
Like how
that
the
we
fuck can you expect
started.
people viewing or listening to this to be interested if you're not even paying interest?
Well, I didn't know we started.
Are you like Keith Richards in the Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man, yeah. I met Keith Richards. I actually have a picture with him. He was in RTE.
He wasn't in RT, Hannah.
was.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones.
Yes.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
Definitely not.
Okay.
Wait a sec. Okay. This is classic. Okay. Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones was in RTE. Okay, tell me when.
I don't remember.
No,
I'm
come
sorry.
on. No, when?
No, it wasn't Keith Richards.
I know it wasn't Keith Richards. Because, Hannah does makeup in RTE. And what famous people have you met?
Tim Robbins.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go.
Gabriel Byrne.
Tim Robbins asked you out, didn't he?
Oh, I don't want to go into that anymore. But yes, he did. He asked me out, and I said no. I rejected him.
Yeah, well, that's not the full story. But it definitely, when you're in your old people's home, when you're in your retirement home, Tim Robbins. It's all right now, love. You just have to shit in the bed. Tim Robbins took me out, asked me out.
Well, I won't be in old folks' house. That's for sure.
What's that, Jack?
Sorry. That's just a topic of discussion I've got.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go on. What's the topic? Give me the topic. Give me the.
Okay. Do you want me to play something for you?
Okay.
I'll play something.
Sensitive and borderline traumatized. The last place I wanted to be was Frostnipistan.
Where?
I'd been trying some home remedies, including one recommended by a friend. She'd urged me to apply Elizabeth Arden cream. My mum used that on her lips. You want me to put that on my todger? It works, Harry. Trust me.
Fuck off.
Found a tube, and the minute I opened it, the smell transported me through time. I felt as if my mother was right there in the room.
Stop it.
And I took a smidge and applied it.
No.
Down there.
No. That's not true, Jack.
Yeah, that's from his autobiography.
That's not true what I just heard.
It's fucking dead true.
No, that's very Freudian, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, in other words, he's saying the Elizabeth Arden cream that his mother used for his lips, he wanted to put on his todger.
Todger.
And so he's putting the cream on his penis, and it transports him back to thinking of his mom, who puts it on her lips. That's fucking weird, man.
Yeah,
He does sound a bit like, I thought for a second it was our friend Gordon Ramsay talking about it. Because
who was that?
that was Harry King.
Oh,
Prince
there
Harry royal family. Harry Windsor.
Oh, he ex-Windsor. Does he still hold the title?
Well, he's still a Windsor, by birth name.
But it is quite insane when you think of royalty and the hierarchy in England. This is a lord, and based on being born, you are referred to as lord, and people show you deference. Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Like, fuck that.
But you can acquire the title.
You can buy a title.
The queen or the king can give you a title.
God, I
even
think
though
that must be the saddest fucking thing in the world to do, to buy a title.
Definitely.
Can you imagine it?
Become a lord.
Sir David McSavage.
Lord David McSavage.
Yeah. No, but I just think there's something so it's quite just from a philosophical point of view, the idea that you're living in this world where you have to refer to people as Lord. It's so sort of enforced humiliation, Lord, yes, my Lord. Like, fuck that, right?
I think nowadays it's lesser important, and money.
No, it's very much still baked into the DNA of people in the UK. I mean, you go to London. I mean, that's the thing about London. Oh, London is great. Look at the buildings, but most of the buildings you can't access. Can't go into. All you can do is stand outside on the street and look
because you wear the wrong shoes.
You see, this is Hannah's idea of one time we tried to go into the Ritz to get a cup of tea, and I was wearing sneakers or runners.
And listen, they cost €500. if he was wearing dance store shoes for 20 euro,
I was
he
wearing.
would have
I was
been
wearing.
allowed to
I
go.
was wearing walking shoes that were €200. Or
No, I
something.
think you paid 500.
No, Mindel shoes. They were like €230. Walking shoes.
280.
God, Hannah, you
Closer to 300.
really make a good story better.
Okay, and that's why we're not together.
But sorry, I just think there is that that thing in society where the accumulative effect of having to live in a hierarchy where you're referring to people as lord and what do they call them, dames and this, and I think society, maybe that's what happened in France, where society collectively just thought, fuck that, we're not having
That's a
this.
republic.
Yeah.
The king is executed.
Yeah, you can imagine. Do you know much about that, Jack, the revolution in France?
I know a little bit about it. I know that the invention of the guillotine
Jesus.
happened in that. Well, you know, they had to kill a lot of people. They had to save time, you know? Oh,
It's funny, isn't it?
yeah.
Chop, 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 chop.
Can you imagine what it must feel like knowing that you're about to die?
But listen, this is actually guillotine. It's very efficient. So it goes down your head, you know,
It's
chop
not
off.
the efficiency, it's the moments before it.
But you know, could you imagine that someone with an axe trying to chop off your head on the what you call it, and then it doesn't do it properly,
Yeah, I know.
and
Hannah.
it just goes few times?
We get. Oh Christ Almighty, we get it, Hannah.
That's gruesome.
Are you feeling okay, David? Feeling a bit dizzy?
Queasy. Guillotine. Yes. So they invented
Guillotine? How do you say?
Guillotine.
Guillotine.
that. Guillotine.
How do you say it
Yeah,
in English?
Guillotine. Because if it was Spanish, the two L's
Well,
would be Y.
although we talk about, you know, we get you know, queasy about the idea of people inventing machines that make killing easier, but that's how things evolve. If you look back 200 years ago, they had muskets, these big, you know, and it was almost like, hang on a second, I need to load up before I can kill, you know. You know, it's quite a cumbersome process. And now, like, you have these, are they called these planes, these American planes? They're called Warthogs or something, and they have these machine guns, these like Gatling guns, and they sound these big explosive bullets that come flying like 1,000 bullets a second or some crazy statistic. Not 1,000.
Don't they claim that they have drones that then actually can kill particularly you and you know a specific target?
Yeah, I'm
and
sure
then
they do.
there's a lot of what do they call it?
There's always civilian casualties, though.
No, but this
you know.
is they have a phrase that if they kill a lot of civilians.
Oh, friendly fire.
No.
That's if they shoot their own people.
Oh, if
you
they
know.
shoot you mean non-lethal targets?
No. There's a phrase that if you kill people unwillingly, you know, they casualties, even though you didn't mean to kill them.
Civilian casualties, yeah.
And they included
Non-combatants.
That's
they
it. That's it.
included in the mathematics of.
Is it KIA or something?
Jesus, Hannah.
I've forgotten the phrase. There is a specific phrase that, you know, politicians use defining people who died and they were not supposed to, like civilians, like
Civilian casualties.
no,
But
there's
basically
some other
it's
phrase.
like if we look at the history, you want to get further and further away from the people that you're trying to fight. So, you know, when we were starting off, it was, you know, hand-to-hand combat. And then, you know, we had sticks and, you know, clubs. And then we had catapults. And you just want to get, you know, bow and arrow. So now, like, somebody can be sitting in a bunker in the United States controlling a drone that's flying over some part of the world and can, you know, target, you know, whoever they want.
Technically, you could have a stay-at-home job where you
Yeah,
control a drone, killing people thousands of kilometers away. It's insane. It's crazy.
I'm working from home.
Yeah.
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 Oh, it's called collateral damage.
Collateral damage, yeah.
Yes. So it's not. It doesn't even include the word human being.
But that
person. and refers to everything else. So they, let's say, have a drone and they want to kill that specific person or 5 person, but they usually kill 20 other people.
That's
and
what
it's just collateral damage. That's
Oh,
not
in other
a
words,
human
you mean
being.
the way they try to they try to what's not cleanse,
Desensitize.
desensitize us from that they've to the
That
people
they've
who've been
killed
killed. They don't see themselves as they see themselves as murdered.
They see
whether it's
they
accidental or
portray
not.
them as non-human, non-important,
Yeah. It's funny when I was in Ukraine, I heard that the Ukraine they're so clever at the way they come up with things. They get drones, and they somehow attach small amounts of explosives to the drones and drop the explosives on.
Russians, yeah.
No, and the Ukrainians.
Okay.
It's
And
almost
apparently
precision guided.
it
They made it like
comes-
it made their own precision guided missiles. But
Apparently, it was all tested in Syria, so that's why it's so advanced.
that's the
all
Irish Navy.
drone-
The Irish Navy just get model boats and put a stick of dynamite in it and just go, and then.
What was the story about Irish fishermen defending the island with words?
Well, the thing is, the great thing about Ireland is that we are not a threat to anyone. We're just not. And that's our biggest defense. That, people look at us on the map, Germany, they're just like, you know what I mean? They're just like, the Irish, like, diddly, which is probably, I think the rest of the world could possibly take a leaf out of our book. I know we have in our history defended ourselves, and when push comes to shove, there's a strength in every human being. But I'm saying at the moment the rest of the world could take a leaf out of Ireland, like just de-escalate, demilitarize, and just don't be a threat to each other. Like if then you're not a threat. It's all building up these armaments, makes people freaked out. No, we're not going to invade you. But how can we have warehouses of fucking nuclear weapons? It's so childish in a way when you think about the threats that countries are to each other, or the perceived threats. Like you've got nuclear bombs, so we have to have them. It's fucking mad.
Yeah, nowadays it's like a apparently quick response. So if somebody attacks, let's say Russia would attack US would almost in the same time attacks Russia. So that's why they don't do it.
And nuclear bombs are so powerful. Like they if you're close up to one, they just vaporize you. They make it's like they make a photograph of you. They just. Well, you look like you want to say something, Jack.
I mean, the conflict.
Who's
Jordan Peterson, when he says, "I don't like
conflict. So Jordan Peterson, thank you very much for being on our podcast, and that's why we're not together. What have you got to say?
I love Jordan Peterson. I love him that he's got an opinion. He stands by it. He's not afraid.
At least he's got an opinion.
Now, what were you going to say, Jack?
Just about the whole countries, taking a leaf out of Ireland's book. But I mean, if you look at the most successful countries in the world, most profitable, they've all done that through military expansion. And if you look at
Look at the US.
But if you look at the people throughout history that are remembered, they're all military generals. Alexander the Great, Napoleon Dynamite.
Hey, that's the kind of thing. If you're a teacher and you said that in class, the whole class would go, "Ah!" They'd probably call you Dynamite from that moment on. You know what I mean? Like 30 years later, how's Dynamite? You know what I mean? But it's funny. Yeah, you're so right. Like when you walk around London and you see the sort of generational wealth dripping from the buildings, and the size of the country compared to the rest of the world, they were punching so far above their weight, but they obviously came together as a country and a force before most other countries did, and they just marched around like gods in the world.
At one stage, Britain,
the sun never set on the empire.
United
The
Kingdom.
The British Empire.
The British Empire controlled 40% of land.
Yeah.
It was the biggest amount. Never in the history, no one controlled more amount
But
of
it was a
land.
very seductive culture. I mean, their architecture and their literature and the way they dressed, especially I love the Edwardian time. I'd love to have lived at that time and been a wealthy, landowner.
I feel that people who were invaded had no choice. There was like
I know that.
foie gras. There were foie gras for British. They were just fed forcefully.
And eaten.
And eaten, exactly. And then even when they regain independence, they were still violently divided. They weren't respected as culture tribes.
Someone said if there was 2 fish fighting in the water, the British would have sailed past it.
Don't understand the point of that.
I'll say it again.
I know you don't have to say it again in that passive
Say it
aggressive
again,
way.
Jack.
No.
Say it again.
Why would they
because-
sail past 2 fish? What?
No, I can explain it to you, but I can't understand it for you.
Okay, explain it.
No, but it really.
Fucking hell.
But
Jack,
Love
you didn't
it.
explain it or understand it because 2 fish.
No, you don't
why-
understand it, and
okay,
he can
do you-
explain it.
do you
I
want-
don't
If-
understand
if
it
there's-
either.
if there was
Wait, Daniel, you're the shit. Daniel, do you understand it? Daniel. Okay, I'll
Okay.
say it to you. If there were 2 fish fighting in the water, the British would just sail past it.
No,
Actually,
I didn't say that. You misquoted me. Okay, I'll say it clearly.
let's make up sayings.
say it,
if
say
if
it.
2 men were walking backwards, you wouldn't.
Hello.
Would you stop doing that to the microphone, Polish?
I just want Jack to repeat it.
Okay, Daniel, listen to it. See if you can get it.
If there were 2 fish fighting in the ocean, the British probably sailed past there.
Oh, the British probably sailed past there.
Yeah.
So they
means-
affect people in a way that makes them fight with each other. They divide and conquer.
Well, yeah, it means they're.
So they're
Stop
fighting.
scratching
I'm
yourself.
scratching my fucking leg.
So you mean like they've been everywhere?
Huh?
Yeah, it's basically that they're involved in the geopolitical conflicts all over the world.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Also, it's a bad analogy because fish don't fight.
It's not an analogy.
It's not about the fighting. It's about the British have been probably everywhere. Like
Yeah.
What?
Wait, hold on. Fish
Fi-
don't fight.
Since
Fi-
when?
well,
All
Fish eat each
right.
other.
Fucking like.
Wait a sec. Whoever says
Fish don't fight. Actually. Oh.
I'm just gonna check.
fish,
Do
fish,
fish
When,
fight?
when a shark eats another fucking fish, what's that?
well,
Playtime?
I have
Is
never
that playtime?
heard anything referred to as a fish fight.
Fish fight each other. It shouldn't surprise you that fish fight over the same things that
It's funny
people
though, isn't
do.
it? It's funny that you
Food,
never think of.
mate, territory, and so forth. It's a good thing fish aren't religious or political. Most aggression in the aquarium occurs over territory. Many species
Okay,
swim
Anna.
wherever they want and are fancy
But
free.
so what? Why are you reading that out?
It just, because it's a proof that fish fight. You didn't know
I
it.
know fish have conflicts and fish, confront
Fish
each other. But it's
And
fun.
they
It's a
eat
funny.
each
It's a funny
other.
thing though. I guess because they don't have, arms or legs. They can't like fight each other. So they're just like a head with a big kind of engine behind them, just going.
It's like Robo Wars.
It's funny, isn't it, how effective just a big jaws, with a big sort of body behind it. But as a human being, when you're in the water, you're fucked. You can't move around. There's no way you can't grab onto something, and you're also going really slow. And the fish are they're in their natural element, and they're just going. Whoosh.
You're a fucking fish.
So go on. The fish, if a fish fights. So basically I've ruined the whole fucking premise there. So you're just basically saying that the UK. Oh fuck.
That Brits are everywhere. Brits are
Say the phrase
everywhere.
again, Daniel.
I actually don't know the phrase exactly, and
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if it is a
Yeah,
phrase.
look it
Look
up.
it up. Look it
But
up.
no, it's
You know,
if there was 2 fish fighting in
Oh.
the sea, the British probably sailed by there. Something like that,
look up the phrase, for God's sake. Talk about ruining the whole thing.
2 fish fighting in a pond.
take some control.
If there were two fish fighting in water, you can be sure an Englishman passed by.
It kind of doesn't make. It kind of doesn't make. Sorry, I can't be yawning while you're doing the fact. That's so bad.
By 5 minutes ago.
It doesn't make sense if there are two fish fighting in a pond. You can be sure that
An Englishman passed by 5 minutes ago.
Okay, sorry, just hang a second. What the fuck? The very presence of an English person makes people fight.
If in the same pond two fishes hate each other, rest assured the British weather.
No, it means that they influence conflict for their own. It just it means they influence conflict.
Yeah, that's what I say. The British were there, so it means.
Ask him for an explanation. It's a very oblique, obscure, opaque. No.
Conference proverb. If two fish are found fighting in the Tigris River, you can be sure the British caused the dispute.
This is the worst podcast I've ever heard, and I'm in it. But anyway,
mature Indians and Pakistanis unity. If two fishes, they have a lot of those proverbs.
Yeah, exactly. Because they've been all over the world. Like I think it says more about yourself, David.
A Native American saying. That's what Jack said. If two fishes are fighting in water, an Englishman must have passed by. You've said that
literally
saying.
5 fucking times.
Yeah, but this was
and you've attributed it to every people.
Yeah, because they have a conflict with every nation.
I can't stand people who they come up with these proverbs and they're just not easy to understand.
That's the whole point.
No, but it's not the whole point. I should be able to understand it. A bird in the bush. People like years. Bird in the bush. Bird in the what? What bush? What's a bird doing? What is it? A bird in the bush is worth.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
What is it? 2 in the hand is worth bird in the bush or something. A bird in the bush is worth 2 in your 2 bird. What is it, Jack? Daniel, come on.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Let's kill 2. Oh yeah, okay. You kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Okay, I can understand that. But first, it is quite a violent image of why would you want to kill 2? Well, obviously we eat chicken. But you want to make the killing process as effective as possible.
Well,
so rather than killing 2 birds with 2 fucking stones, it'd be a very
meat.
What?
Are you saying that proverb is about efficiency?
Yeah, is it not?
Here, I got a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Yeah,
okay,
because
yeah.
you hold it.
But hang on a second.
It's not yours.
Listen to me. I am really so angry now. It is unspeakable. We are talking about
the language,
a bird
or culture.
Fuck it.
Well,
this is life. A bird in the hand. Jack, tell me that again, my son.
A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Now, growing up, right, I'm an intelligent person. I'm actually getting car sick with this because it's triggering me. You'd have all these fucking ages, and hello, there's Mark. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. I'd never know what the fuck they were on about.
Well,
a bird in the hand.
That's an old saying, so it must be like 200 years old, maybe.
Go on, Jack.
The definition here is it's better to be content with what you have than to risk losing everything seeking to get more.
Yeah, why didn't you just fucking say that?
Yeah, well, it doesn't sound as interesting.
Yeah, no, but I mean, that was never explained to me. Like my dad
or Bible,
my dad or mom never sat down.
Metaphors.
Let me finish a fucking sentence.
Stories.
Can I finish a sentence?
Yes, please.
And that's why we're not together.
No, what I'm saying is, I heard that phrase, growing up, and you just, I might. No, I don't think. It's funny though that loads of stuff. You don't really know what people are talking about, but it doesn't really matter because, when you're a kid, you don't know what people are talking about anyway. You'd watch the news, 8 or 9, and it was always, earlier today at Frocker's factory, on the factory floor, on the floor at 9 p.m. on the statistic of 45 and 1 to 35. And then I'd look at my dad, and he'd be like, and I'd be just looking at him, what the fuck are they talking about? And then a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. There's something about, can you just say what the fuck you mean with birds? Why did they use birds all the time? You could kill a bird with 1 stone, but not with 2 or something. And then the other thing, and then the other one, and I heard this from some fucking gobshite, Well, he didn't lick it from a stone. It's like, oh, what fucking horrible. Like, you know, somebody came up with that first, and he got a big laugh, probably. You know, you didn't. In other words, he is the way he is because that's how his father or mother was. You know, so he didn't get his personality by licking it from a stone. All I can think of is a guy trying to get his personality by licking a stone. It's just, I want to be more confident. He did lick it from a stone. Look, there's a magic fucking stone over there that gives you
I
confidence.
wish it was that
you
easy
fucking
to
moron.
lick a stone and be
But
confident.
it's just some guy with not much of a personality. Yeah, well, sure, your man didn't lick it from a stone. Piss off. You didn't lick it from a fucking stone. Well, do you know something? I did lick it from a stone.
Oh, I try to do it as well. Okay.
What's the philosopher's stone? Think of another phrase like that. He didn't lick it.
Blarney Stone.
Yeah, the Blarney Stone. That's
What
right.
does it mean?
The Blarney Stone. If you kiss the Blarney Stone, it gives you the gift of speech or talking.
Where is
The
that?
gift of gab.
The gift of the gab.
Where is that?
What's another phrase that
that?
really annoy? What?
Where is that?
In
Blarney?
fucking Blarney, wherever that is.
Okay, I'm gonna go there
and
tomorrow.
big fucking, you know, obese Americans just, you know, just waddled around and kissed the Blarney Stone.
Yeah, it gives you herpes.
Oh no.
Yeah, because so many people kiss it.
Oh.
But lick it from a stone. What's another phrase, Jack?
I'm looking some up here. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
That's fairly self-explanatory. That doesn't upset me too much.
I don't understand it.
Oh,
Say it
wait.
again.
Okay, that's amazing. You don't understand.
Well, I
All work and no play makes Jack a dull fucking boy.
Yeah. I don't understand. I didn't understand Jack.
Have you ever heard? Oh yeah, because you're thinking of why is Jack? You're thinking of your son Jack. It's the word a general name for a human being who just works all the time but doesn't play. Have you never heard that phrase before?
No.
All work and no play.
No. Well, I understand it now,
Yeah,
but I've never heard anyone using it. Well, I'm sure we have similar in Polish.
Give us another phrase, Jack. One more.
Kto rano wstaje, temu Pan Bóg daje.
Let me see. Something annoying. I'm trying to find annoying ones.
Well, just anyone.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of. He didn't look. The wind. You know, the wind. This is the wind.
Don't cry over spilt
okay.
milk.
No, I won't.
Yeah, don't cry over spilt milk. Yeah.
Because anyway, it's sour. It's not good for you.
Well, yeah, that's a funny one. Don't cry over spilt milk.
Annoy your doctor and sickness comes in laughing.
Oh, apples a day, keep a doctor. Apple a day, keep a doctor away.
If rain bothers you, you can always jump into the sea. Confucius.
That's very good.
Well,
What
there's
about, red sky at night, shepherd's delight.
yeah, there's certain phrases I do like though. I do like the, you know, don't expect to go to the sea and not get.
Oh no, we were just saying about annoying proverbs.
Don't expect
I opened the internet, Google, and what's there? Annoying proverbs. I didn't type it.
Because Google is listening to us.
They are listening to us, and is that conspiracy theory?
No, they tell you. I'm glad they're at least somebody's listening to me.
Oh, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Okay.
I got a decent one. Last one. Good advice is often annoying. Bad advice never is.
Right. So the advice that you need to hear is so painful because you actually might actually do something to make your life better, as opposed to the advice that you want to hear, which just affirms the shit choices that you've made. Like, oh,
Yeah, what? I don't know what you're saying.
I'm trying to say something
All's
intelligent.
fair. Oh, look, I don't understand this. It's just stop. It's not. All's fair in love and war.
Yeah, in other
All
words,
is fair as love and war.
In
So you can
love and war.
I think that's a bit of a cop out, you know, that
What
allows
was
people
that?
to commit terrible crimes in war. Probably the Russians are thinking, oh, well, it's always fair in love and war. Let's just burn these people and kill them and do horrible, unspeakable things. All is fair in love
Burn
and war.
them, then kill them, yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, guys. Yeah. Everybody, I'd just like to send out the message. It's very miserable. We have to put these fucking podcasts up, but I'm afraid.
You haven't done it? But
Don't do
that's
it.
that's the only way we can check it out.
I know.
And
Let's
we
just
can
keep making
fail
podcasts and never
gracefully.
put them up.
We can fail gracefully, and we can actually do it because now.